Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider playing my favorite game. Again, favorite game, Destiny 2. It is my favorite game ever since I picked it up back in the D1 days, Destiny. I've liked it, Guardians. It hits that sweet spot. It manages to scratch an itch, and I really like it. I'm on my Titan. I'm on my Titan. You guys, I went into a Grandmaster earlier today. If you missed the live stream, I went in with some really phenomenal Guardians. Labradorite, thank you. You were phenomenal. You were phenomenal. And I want to go in. Holding a grenade alerted me that the Pale Heart has a lost sector, and I want to go into the lost sector and have a little bit of fun. Oh, I wrote. Wait a minute. Umoth. Umoth. Did I get it right? Did I get it right, Umoth? Hello, hello. How are you? I was looking at my notes. I wrote it down right over there. I wrote it down so I could, eventually I'll learn it. I will learn it. Q, hello, hello. How are you, Q? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? So I felt like, Holden came in and said, Ransom, it's out. And I remember Holden telling me last week, this is going to happen on Monday. And then who knew Monday would be here so quickly? I want to say good luck to everyone who is trying right now to solo the encounter and the new raid with the Witness. So far, there has been one. There has been one person to complete it. Congratulations to them. Pog on my dog. I spoke to Pog today. Congratulations to you, Pog, for your really phenomenal effort in raising the bar. That raised the bar. And now all of our world class God tier guardians, many of them, are working to complete that. Good luck to each and every one of you. I did hang out today with Vendetta. I hung out last night with Vendetta. Watching his live stream, chatted a few words. He was using his focus. And I want him to get it. Vendetta, we are rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I stopped in and chatted a little bit with ATP, who's been working on it. And ATP, good luck. I'm rooting for you. Curly Fries, I'm rooting for you. Everyone that I stopped in today and said hello to, they're working on that. And success. I hope it comes your way. Guardians, when the dust settles, I want you to be standing. And that goes for each and every one of you inside of chat. I want you to be standing. Now, go into this. Go into this new one. These inhabitants of this lost sector are guilty as charged. They are guilty as charged. They're rotten. These are the enemies of mankind, and we need them gone. Arc and Solar are the shields. Strand is the threat. I think this is all still set up. I think this is still set up the way it needs to be set up. Oh, man. It's circles and squares. Circles and squares. I could go solar, and I could do a different, like here, Ashen Wake. Ashen Wake, Guardians. In case you didn't know, some people overlook this. Fusion grenades that stun the Unstoppables, and they come back quickly. They come back quickly. Improved fusion grenades. So, yeah. Don't forget about Ashen Wake. Don't forget about, Solar. I really have, you can't do it here. Thermite grenade. I can't do that. Let's go in. Let's practice on this at 2020. I'm not God tier. I am just everyday tier. I'm D-list. I'm D-list. Let's go in and have a little bit of fun. Judgment free zone. Judgment free zone. Eternal Jake. Hello, hello. Oh, Q, you're playing VR chat? That's it? I don't even know what that is. VR. I tried VR. There in the game room downstairs, there's a VR system hooked up. Q. I mean, I was like, I could not play virtual reality games. I wanted to. I bought this really incredible setup and just to play virtual reality, and even thinking about it gives me motion sickness. It really does. It gives me motion sickness just thinking about it. Virtual reality. Will I ever be sold on it? I don't think so. I do not think so. Where's that little guy at? Where did you go? Oh, no, you don't, sir. He hit my head. He got away? Get out of here. Get out of here. I got him, Guardians. I got him. I took him down where he stood. Now, I have to remember, I've got to let this fully activate. Shoot it too fast, it's no good. Hold it too long, it's no good. You're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. Cue the music. Oh, okay, okay. Now, right. You Moth says, you Moth, I have an Oculus and it took a good while to get rid of the motion sickness, but it's definitely something you get used to. What helped me was actually sitting on a chair with the headset on. That's a good idea because I was standing for everything, and woo, I don't even like to think about it. I don't even like to think about it because you know the season of the deep. I don't remember a lot about the season of the deep because I put it out of my mind. I definitely put Season of the Deep out of my mind. Because, Guardians, because it was motion sickness. Motion sickness, uh-huh. Now, I shouldn't have lingered there. I knew he was stomping his way toward me. I knew. But, you know, I want to get him. Reloading. Now, luckily, he doesn't heal up. Does that poison leach out and get some of the rest of them? I think so. I thought I was ready to slide. I guess not. I wasn't ready to slide. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm running. I'm running. Now, here I am goofing off. And I should be playing serious. Alright, Holden, you're correct. You were correct, Holden. If you pop him in the head, that Flanix, the big cabal, the big Taken cabal, you're gonna get a surprise because it was doing no poison damage and little to no damage anyway. All right, I got this room, and look at the heavy. Will that be the first and last heavy that I ever get from this lost sector? This is the Broken Deep. This is the Broken Deep. And we have decided they're guilty as charged. They're guilty as charged. Dave, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Guilty as charged. Now, I know I have to get serious with this bunch. I got to get serious. Reload everything. Reload everything. Dave, I'm doing good. It's good to see you. How's the streaming going? No, you don't, sir. I see you. What keeps knocking me? Wall, leave me alone. That little guy'll try to get me with a shield. Where's it at? I missed it. Now, like I said, I will never get another piece of it. Nice. Nice. Why? Woo! I am running. Is that, am I done? Is that all I had to do? Get out of here, you little scion. Whoa, my gosh. I can breathe. I need that heavy. I want this ammo. I want it all. I need it all. Now, I have to go through, you know, the danger zone. Am I deathless? Am I deathless? I think so. You better knock on wood, baby. Woo, knock. Okay, I see them. And he got me. I shouldn't have got up here. I knew better. You can rewind and watch today's, and I knew better. You better knock on wood, baby. Quit shooting at me. Get out from behind there, sir. Whoa, finally. Now, I know that if I get too far over there, they're all gonna come for me. I had to do that. I had to do it. I was not given choices. My wheel was not my own. These jump for my love. Jump in. But, you know, I've already come through this and I didn't make it deathless, so there's that. Boss. This is the boss. We've been here. We've seen it. We know what lurks. He is guilty as charged. He will not deny it. That's about the only safe place I can find. Holden scouted that out. He scouted it out. Dave, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Try Danielson, Amy Stewart. Was it? Are you sure? Is that your final answer? We want to know. We want to know. Oh man, I'm just dreading stopping this because I don't have a super to put him into the hurt phase. But I'm thinking, let's start it anyway. Whoa. Oh, he just went super. He cussed at me. Take that back. Take that back. Ah! Whoa! He knows I'm down here. Ugh. Try Danielson. You heard it. I heard it. Oh my gosh, I did not see them all come in on me. They all came in on top. This game just hates me. Why would it put me all the way back here? Look at all of them. He's fully healed up. Fully healed up. And I'm done for now, Guardians. I am done for.
He says she's weak.
Channel the goodness. Channel the goodness. I should have saved my super for that. I should have. Shoulda. Overload. What else is overload?
Spike in enemy activity. They're rerouting to your location.
I'm a fan of this, and this is what I'm gonna do. It brought my number down, but I'm gonna do this. Try Danielson. They got me. They got me good. Got me good. But it's all right. We go back in. I can reload this. This will come back week in and week out. It really will. It will. Void. I'm on Void. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just go straight up, but I have to change the whole thing. I have got to change the whole thing if I do that. Oh my gosh. I have UMOF. I have tried it. What happens is, this is what happens. My Ransom Rider Symposium, it has been created, and I went to go in live the other night, and the camera turned on, and it takes this huge wide angle shot of my studio, and I don't want that wide angle shot. I mean, I want to be the focus. So I've asked Havoc, my technical support, to create that where, it's a little bit better for me. I need to change this now because I have nothing on that was void. Not a thing that's void. So I wanted to start out, I was thinking about starting doing something with Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I was thinking about doing Sir Edgar Rice Burroughs, because I've never read all of the Tarzan books, and I just thought that would be fun. We'll read a chapter, talk about it, read a chapter, talk about it, that kind of thing. I did think it would be a lot of fun. Solar Loader. Now I need to switch this out to Arc Loader. And then I'll do this right here. Will this get me through? I don't know. Oh, Reed Fitzgerald. Now, just what are some of the works? What are some of the works so I can see?
Oh, I know.
Oh, try Danielson. I've got to watch some videos again.
Love you.
I gotta
man.
watch
Oh,
some
do you have any things
videos.
out?
The Necronomicon. Okay.
I can share my Spotify if you're into it. Yes. Yeah, totally.
So that is something that I definitely, want to do. I want to do that. I wonder if I should go double long range. Point blank or double long range or incoming area of effect.
But a lot of grace. Oh, that's fine.
Man, oh man. Strength. Should I get rid of that? I better leave it. I better leave that as is. Void weapon surge. Let's go arc weapon surge. I think that I will. I think I'll like that better. All right. Now the rest of this is okay. Let's try it again. Expert. I need to try to figure out if I've got enough points to get Vendetta to play my No Mercy mission song. That's what I've got to do. ATP said he's 24/7, you know, Taylor Swift. I love electronic, high energy. I am a fan of high energy.
It's really surprising ATP's a Swiftie. That's funny to me.
Hardcore Swiftie.
It's always surprising to me when somebody says, I mean, I'm not a Swiftie. I do like her music. I'm not going to hate on her. Unless she does something fantastic, in which case, of course, I'm going to hate it because
I wonder, instead of this, if I should have done...
But it's always funny to me. He loves her.
Okay, I'm gonna redo. I'm restarting. Dry Daniel said, yes, I applaud all of her efforts to get more respect for artists.
That's so funny.
More respect for artists.
Not like I'm making fun of you. It's just like, I don't know.
He had on a Swiftie t-shirt today. He had a Swiftie t-shirt on today.
That's funny.
I enjoy somebody.
Ransom, we need to come up with some Ransom
somebody.
merch. Get some hoodies on the market, please. I need a new hoodie.
I love it when people are passionate.
I'm gonna wear a Ransom hoodie, and it's just gonna have Ransom's big face on it.
My big face.
Hello, Guardians. It's gonna say hello, Guardians in the front, and then on the back, it's gonna say bye. That's gonna be so cute. I can see it already.
Now, I still need Strand, and I think I need Area of Effect and
30 seconds.
Point Blank, maybe Long Range. How far away do they have to be for that to really work? And then I think that I need to go into Recovery. All right, now this is, of course, will change everything when I do this right here. Oh man, that ruined my fantastic build. It absolutely ruined it. But I tell you, this is Icefall Mantle. GP Red, hello, how are you? I need to get my Titan mug back out. I think it was borrowed and never brought back, and I've not been able to drink any tea out of it. Green tea, black tea, Pico tea, Earl Grey, none of the teas have I been drinking out of it, and I need to drink some teas. So, is this going to be better for me, Guardians? Will it be better? But here's the deal. Icefall Mantle, Gauntlets for the Titan. Stasis Final Blows have a chance to grant an escalating bonus to Stasis weapon damage. Replaces your Barricade ability with a personal overshield. When you activate your Barricade, you gain the highest tier Stasis weapon damage. So activate a Barricade. Let's get the Barricade in there. Get the highest amount of Stasis damage that I can. And then if these all have backup, yes,
what are you drinking?
Up. Let's go back in and try it again. Let's try it again.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking Titan water today. This is
melted crayons.
Titan water
Crayon
is
black.
ice water with lemon.
In the flavor of red crayons.
And I do really like to stay hydrated. Public service announcement number 1: stay hydrated. And whatever you're drinking at home, drink with me. You know, Guardians, don't let me drink alone. Don't let me drink alone. But I've already gone for my walk out in the park today. I went around. There was some rain, and it cooled off a little bit. And I said, hey, I can get out. I can get out, and I did get out. Wow, did that improve my stasis weapon? Oh, did that improve my stasis weapon?
That's so funny. We were just talking about FL Studios, and I just opened the internet to like my homepage, and all I see are ads for microphones in FL Studios. Stop listening.
Wow, I think this did improve. Am I imagining this? Umof, am I imagining this, or is this stasis hand cannon all of a sudden a game changer? Is it a game changer?
Oh,
wow. How'd you get back here so fast?
You know. Every time. You owe me one story time. That's good. We're at least 5 story times now. At least 5 story times. Emo says that if you every time you mispronounce it, she's owed 1 story time.
Oh, am I still trashing it? I'm trying. Umoth. Umoth.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying. Why am I having trouble pronouncing names? Because I grew up in the backwoods. We didn't have television. We didn't have radio. You know, it was only on a real good day that I could get any of that stuff. I really thought that I had that guy. I thought I got both of those. Or maybe there was 3 of them. Alright, I thought I had a stasis crystal. I was mistaken. Mistakes were made. Alright, now... let's get him. Let's get him good. Get him good. Come on out now. Don't be shy. We're all friends here. We're all friends. Oh, heavy ammo brick. Now, the good thing about Vulpecula is a sweetheart. This is Vulpecula, shoot to loot, explosive payload. This thing, shoot to loot, shooting an orb of power picks it up, shooting an ammo brick picks it up, automatically reloads all of your equipped weapons from reserves. So you can get the ammo and, you know, you can get the little orbs of power. So, yeah, explosive payload. Projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact. Love this weapon. Absolutely love it. Will it help me? I don't know.
Jay Nice wants to know what your favorite hobby as a kid was.
My favorite hobby as a
Your
kid.
calculator was an abacus. It was an abacus. Yeah.
What really were my favorite hobbies? Reading comic books. I had tons of comic books from the 60s and the 70s. Comic books. Give me comic books. Give me science fiction novels. I learned an appreciation for science fiction at an early age through a teacher that I had. Shout out to teachers around the world. You're phenomenal. You have the ability to really impact someone's life. Teachers, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. But I loved science fiction novels. I had hundreds of them. Luckily, my parents, if I wanted a book, the book was mine. And I belonged to a number of book clubs back in the day. They just came in the mail. That's how you had to work it, get them in the mail.
I think I would have died of boredom back then. No games. Or I guess, were there games back then? Pong, you said? So yeah, I would have died of boredom.
Well, I had the original Atari 2600.
What was on it? Just Pong?
Pong was the only thing on it. All that they want to do is to take me down. They're out to get me. That little guy has been an absolute nuisance.
Oh. She's gonna get you. I feel like they were a one-hit wonder. I mean, they had a few songs that were, so not really. But like, what, 3-hit wonder? And then they just...
Who?
Ace of Base. The song you were just singing was Ace of Base. Which is a
No, I
surprise that
got
you
too
even know
close
that.
to
'Cause
him and he hit me in the face.
I feel like you were...
Why did I stand up to
international
him like that?
paying
I
attention
knew
to
what he
music
could
around
do. He punched me right in the noggin.
Hi.
I'll
Oh,
have
that's
2
fine.
black eyes and a busted nose.
Pitfall. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Wonder, did you ever play Pitfall?
Pitfall.
Pitfall? By your reaction, I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. You probably would have liked it.
Taking slug rifle. Who's got the slug rifle over there? I see no one. I see no one. It's not a game. It's not a game. But they said, I see you. I see you. Now, all this will do is take me down. So much for that shield. That shield is no good. The shield is absolutely worthless. I definitely think it's going to have to be Le Monarque. Le Monarque. Where are they? Thus far, this has been a tragic mess. So, mistakes have been made. I don't think I can face the boss with this get-up on. This get-up, I don't know. All that she wants is another baby. But, you know, I'm still okay. Man, oh man, now I've got the Twins of Evil right out of a Hammer film. That one sure gave up the game quick. One down, one to go. Two down. Thank you, Thunderlord. Thunder. Lightning. Get out of here, monsters. Okay, I'm in a little bit better position. I have positioned myself a little bit better.
Aggressive.
Can I get him? Can I get him? I have to remember he's dangerous.
Don't turn around.
He's angered. I have to watch for those little creepers to come around and get me.
You mom. Yo.
Are they gonna make a move? Shh. Be very quiet.
The Salvation's Edge, the new raid. That's how that's how often we've run it so far. Now Ransom needs to. I know Crimson and his crew were wanting to run with Ransom, but
They said this
that was supposed to be this
weekend.
weekend.
They said this coming weekend. I'm
Oh,
scared.
I thought it was
Try
this weekend.
Danielson.
This past weekend. So that's gonna. So yeah, he'll be doing it this weekend, I guess, for sure. And then Ransom was so kind because he was like, and then I'm gonna run the coterie through, and I'm like, Ransom, you don't have to do that. And he's like, no, I must. And I'm like, all right, we'll do it. kidding, that part never happened.
And I'm totally out of ammo! Why? I think there's a cabal up there.
It's actually been quite a few weeks since we've last run a raid. We need to,
Woo! The twins, they're both on me. Oh, this is the hard part. This is the hard part.
Ew.
No, that just ain't right. That's not right. One little hit. I was one hit wondered. I'm wondering who hit me. That's what I'm wondering. Who hit me? Crimson, hello, hello.
Hey, Crimson.
Yes, yes,
I'm
Crimson.
tracking numerous enemy signatures converging on your position.
Oh my gosh. Guardians, I will get this guy. I will be up tomorrow working on that guy because, yeah, he's absolutely tragically atrocious. They have been determined to be guilty, and I need them gone. I need them gone. Let me get this fixed up. Hello, hello. How are you, Crimson?
Hey, Crimson. Hey, Pete.
Doing good.
I am popping my good weapons in to do some damage. And I think it's unstoppables and barriers by the boatloads.
Yep.
Sidearm. Okay, this is looking better. Now, let me get everything set up for Void. Because I've been running that Lost Sector, Crimson, and that little boss and all his nastiness has been eating me alive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the last sector sucks.
But I'm so close to getting him, and then it just all somehow falls apart. It falls apart. Parts
Yeah, I
is
don't like that
parts.
one.
All right, now I don't need Sniper in here, or I don't need Strand, because I don't remember there being any Strand. But she throws a lot of hate in the form of Arc. She will hate on you by spewing Arc. So let's see what this is. Arc. No, I want this to be Void or Solar. No, let's go Void because I'm going to be using one of the Lance brothers. Graviton Lance. Graviton Lance. All right, let me join up with Super Guardian Crimson. Crimson, how are you? How are you?
Good.
Did you get a chance to listen to my No Mercy mission song?
Yeah, it was great.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've listened to it a couple of times. I really enjoy it. I want a Battle Cry version, and I've asked Havoc to do it. I don't know if it will be. You know,
Maybe if I can get some clips of you like yelling a battle cry. That would be cool. Similar to Xena, but not as undulating. That would be so fun.
I just did it.
Add some echoes.
Clip it. Take out my face, because I'm sure that
Somebody
looked
clip that
like
and
I
we'll
was
see if
near
we can make
death.
it usable. That's funny.
Oh, Try Danielson. Crimson got Peeb is coming in. Hello, Peeb. Can you hear me? Try Danielson, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, the Lance brothers. This is Graviton Lance. You guys know Polaris Lance. He hung out with me a lot last year, or last season that lasted a year. Felt like 2 years. I said I never want to see Polaris Lance again, and here I am with his brother Graviton. But I like Graviton Lance just fine. I like it just fine. Peeb, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Peeb is running Wishender, which I'm a big yes on anybody that can make Wishender sing, and the people that use it make it sing. This is Indebted Kindness with Beacon Rounds and Volt Shot. And Falling Guillotine, I'm a fan of Falling Guillotine. I do really like Cold Steel a lot as of late. You saw me use it earlier today, Guardians. This is the Slammer Adept with Chain Reaction and Cold Steel. I'm a fan. But I have Falling Guillotine that I haven't really used a whole lot. I think this one fell recently inside of one of those special events that's no longer around. But I do have my original Falling Guillotine that's loaded down with a lot of really harsh enemy defeats. They, especially the Hive, they don't like to talk about sword logic, but I do. Eat up Falling Guillotine, and yeah, we gave it to you, and we gave it to you over and over again, and you left screaming in pain, running back to the Hive homeworld. Get out of here. But thank you, Crimson, for listening to the video song. I had a lot of fun with it. Havoc used snippets from my live streams, and then he came up with the words, and I was just a fan. I do want a battle cry that's just more of me doing battle cries. I guess I'll have to, do a live stream called Battle Cries, and maybe I'll get something. What have you been up to, Crimson? What are you working on?
Nothing. Just working, and then I don't know. Just hanging out, really.
Crimson, have you been watching all of these players go after the solo?
Oh yeah, I'll be in there tomorrow. So.
Well, what is the deal tomorrow, Crimson? Some people in Vendetta's chat were saying tomorrow at reset it'll be easier.
Yeah, the artifact mods are very catered towards snipers, which Still Hunt is like the hard damage meta on the Witness. So it just basically makes the damage a lot easier. Because right now it's very tight.
That's why, because they're using that weapon to do the heavy duty damage on the Witness. So that's what they're all meaning. Oh man, you can't turn around without a Switchblade Susie getting in your face. I tried to burn him up. Obviously, it did not work. There she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. It was a song. It was a song popularized before many of you were born.
Very stuff up, Steve. Maybe. Yeah.
What? Okay, I didn't see that guy over there on the left. This little part, the thing that makes this a little bit more challenging is the shielded enemies. The servitor, she's never going to be anything that we want to take home as a pet. You can't throw a leash on her, dress her up with a cute outfit, and pass her off as a pet. She's a monster. She lives under your bed. If you grew up in the last city, this is what your parents warned you about. A servitor. Now, she ultimately is not the worst kind of servitor. We've seen servitors that were infected with SIVA, and they're called perfected, and we've not had one of those servitors in a long time. But I'm for, I want SIVA back. I will take some SIVA. I am all about some good old SIVA making its big old debut again. Although they told us it's never coming back. I feel like that's kind of developer speak for we don't want you to know that someday SIVA's coming back. So what they say is it's never coming back. It is never coming back. SIVA, can you hear me? I did really like the Iron Lords when it debuted. I was a fan. I played it a lot. The Plague Lands inside of Destiny 1, they were really substantially awful. What happened is the enemies came back so quickly inside of the Plague Lands. You take 50 down, you turn around, and you've got 50 right back at you. Now, these guys are employing something that's really vital for success in this game. You can see it here on full display, and Crimson and P might not even be aware of it. It's called teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work inside of this game. These guys are seasoned professionals, and they are definitely bringing it to us live and in full color. Alright, I just picked that up. A little bit of extra. Never hurt nobody. Take a little extra. You'll be glad you did. Ammo.
Then spoil their plans.
That should have went behind her. If we get lucky, we might get the outdoor public event flag in the next little battle area. And if not, and you need a super, if there's a lot of enemies out there, take them all down and it'll get you one step closer to your super. Because when you face Navoda, she's going to bring an army out to try to eat you up.
I'm like completely out of ammo. I needed that flag.
I've been lucky a couple of times this week and got like both of them, beginning and middle, and then I've had runs just nothing, where there was absolutely nothing. We used to, back in the day, we had a service that gave us times for public events because you just had to sit around and wait.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a real fun one.
Oh my gosh, it was awful. I waited for a Warsat for like a day because I needed it to finish a quest.
That's for Sleeper. So I did not miss that at all.
I don't miss it either. Guardians, she will hang out, run around, and try to destroy you. Despite the fact that we could kill her with the proper setups, and then it still wouldn't make a difference. Now, the thing that gets a lot of teams here is the sniper guy up on the top. He really takes them down. And the fact that we have a Unstoppable that's going to be stomping down the hill, giving us Ogre Eye. And you don't want Ogre Eye. You can't take a peel and get rid of it. Good teamwork, good teamwork. Now, I'm supposed to be giving like a void overshield. I don't know if it's working. Maybe I need to reread that, but I thought it would give a void shield every time I killed something. I do like that little slam down. I use it more often. That's what I've got to say. Use that little solar slam down more often.
The consecration is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and it does, you know, good amounts of damage.
Yeah.
I guess it's some type of buff that it gives you that allows things to be, you know, more potent too. Look at these little thralls coming out. They're after Crimson. They smell the power. Alright, this will bring Evil Woman out. Stop moving! They just keep coming. Peeve has bravery by the bucket loads. That's bravery, Guardians. Now she's not gonna like this. We want to just get her to move down for the home stretch. And once she does that, things will be better. Ma'am, if you would leave, you'll feel better. You'll feel better, ma'am.
Yeah, but
Whoa! The path of the burning steps. The path of the burning steps.
We're happy to send the message, Commander.
you haven't seen it? Okay.
Return to the tower.
Is Zeno a good one in here?
He's talking Cena for Warlock.
Oh, Zeno Taft, the ugliest exotic in the game. Well, almost the ugliest. Because I have probably the ugliest on Precious Scars, but mine's art. This is art. You can't laugh at art without appreciating it. and Precious Scars is heinous. It's absolutely heinous. Now, Guardians, you know, Yuzumi, play on words. People are saying there's some rolls that are good on this. I did get what is considered the God roll. I did, you know, put it in my vault and click it to be locked. And will I ever use it? I don't know. But sniper rifles are supposed to be, you know, really good, I guess, coming up with some of the changes that are going to go into place.
Yep.
Will I ever be a big sniper rifle fan? I do like them in King's Fall, and I think that's like the only place I've ever consistently used them. But I need to get better with them. My aversion, word of the day, aversion. My aversion to weapons is often just for the fact that I might not feel proficient with them. You know, like my story I've told you guys in the past when I found out that we were going to be having bows and arrows inside of Destiny. Now, think back to an earlier time. There were no bows and arrows. There was no ledge assist. Titans didn't have a shield. And I enjoyed, you know, in real life, going out and taking archery lessons. You know, I hired an instructor. I got friends in the area that are gamers. I took Havoc. I took Vol. We all jumped in the vehicle, drove out to Netherland, and we took archery lessons until we were, you know, trained in the art form of archery. Now, having said that, you know, I had a big time with it. I enjoyed it. Now, fencing, swordplay, I'd already had my lessons and, you know, had an instructor for that. And loved fencing, you know, for a few months where I took those classes. Fencing, just like archery, is one of those things that you can do it for life. And still have a lot to learn. Fencing, you know, I got good enough where I felt like, you know, if I run into somebody with a long sword that challenges me to a fencing duel, I might survive for more than 5 minutes. It's not happened yet, but it could happen. It could happen. I wish that little ice bomb would sever the shield. I have found that it doesn't. Maybe at one point, Guardians, there was there an artifact that allowed them to be severed? Seems like I remember something about that. Crimson, do you remember anything where, you know, your ice would sever the tie?
I don't think so.
Or am I just imagining that? Was that
I
something
think it sounds really
wished?
cool. I mean, I think that sounds awesome, but yeah, I don't think it happened.
But I feel like it should.
I agree. Totally.
I also feel like, you know, a good 10-foot section of wall, she shouldn't be able to shield through it, but we all know
Raiding party ahead.
she
Seems
does.
thrilled about Navota's presence.
They won't appreciate you as either.
No matter what weapons we get, they always seem to be a step ahead. Kind of a step ahead. There you go, Mr. Barrier Knight. Throw that shield up. There was a time, Guardians, way back when, and I will do full confession on this, that I was always thankful when they threw their shield up, because like they stopped shooting at me. I mean, whoo, he stopped. He threw his shield up. You know, I can breathe. Now I'm like, don't you be throwing no shield up at me, because I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
And we have barrier, which shoots right through it. But back in the old times, it was like a break. It was that little bit of reprieve where I could like, reload my weapon, make sure that I have everything I needed to be successful. And I was just always real excited about it.
Guardian down.
Wow, that bounced halfway across the world. They just picked that up at the EDZ, and kids were looking in the sky saying, wow, where did that come from? That was my prismatic that I just threw.
In a facility up ahead. I don't like this. It feels like a trap.
Ghost, it is a trap. Anytime that you say this feels like a trap, it indeed is a trap. Heavy brick, heavy brick. Now, there is an abundance of heavy here. You're seeing it all over the ground. You're wondering, Ransom, this is what you're wondering. Ransom, how in the world do you have so many heavy bricks lying there? I'm going to tell you how. Magic. Voodoo magic. It's Crimson. It's peed. They've laid down some type of spell. And it's working. It's working real well. Look at that ogre back there. Get out of here, ogre. We're going to go take down some of your family. And we're going to have a good time doing it. We'll send you pictures. We'll send you pictures.
Retreat isn't an option for her anymore. Not with the brood doubting her.
But I always wondered, how many are there? Like the Hive Homeworld, are they just like stacked
That's her.
up?
That's Navota.
I have to often think that they are just absolutely stacked up. And by stacked up, I mean knee deep to waist high, in Hive. There's no room for any more of them to hang out. They have to conquer. They are, going out and trying to conquer because there's just simply so many of them. Now, I probably should switch to that wonderful exotic where I can throw a shield and pierce into a barrier. That's probably a really good thought here.
You have Radiant Peep?
No. This one,
Okay.
I have no.
This little spot right here is probably one of the best to, do damage to him, because Guardians, you can see, you've got time to see it coming and make an adjustment. Wow, they fled. They hardly knew what got them. They are actually thinking, what was that? And then we heard the cries of, oh no, I'm gone. I'm gone. Watch those little guys sneak up. They planned their attack. It's a concentrated effort on their part to get you. Good throw. The guy on the bottom. Why am I goofing off? I should have been over in my serious position. You know, over there on the edge, but I couldn't resist it. Because I came over here just to wait to throw down on her. Where are you, ma'am? Where are you? Hello, can you hear me? Whee! Crayon Rage, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. I'm going to run over here and grab this ammo. Grabbing ammo, making my way back to a position that offers me a good vantage. In fact, does the stasis grenade have any advantage right now?
Unless you're like building into it. And...
Vulpecula and a stasis grenade, maybe. That was not an option. I mean, I was way up in the air. You know, unless he exploded upward, I should not, because I saw him. I jumped. Rewind the digital. Guardian down. Oh, gosh. You know, it does sadden me to think that it's a popcorn that gets you, not the real monster.
Guardian down.
See, but I'm not alone. I have good company. She's gone. Bye. Alright, I don't know if I saw a void shield pop up. Was there a single one, Guardians? You know, am I mistaken about this? Let me look at this again. Okay, precious scars. Final blows from weapons with a damage type matching your super create a burst of healing around you that grants my allies restoration. Did anybody get restoration? Was I just not seeing it? I don't know.
I think so, but I have too many buffs. So
yeah, and when you get a lot of those, I guess the most important goes top and center, and all the dozens of others, you know, you just can't pay attention to all of them.
Yeah.
But I did think, oh, Crayon Rage says I've not been able to get my song out of your head. Crayon Rage, I like to hear that. It's contagious. Spread it around. I'm hoping that it will hit 300 on the long video, not the short one, but the long one. All right, I'm going to leave that. I guess I'll leave it on. I was thinking about switching over to something else, like, well, hang on. Let me switch over. I'm going to make a change, Guardians. I'm going to make a change. No, we're going in. I'm okay then. Don't pull us out because I'm good.
You sure? I gotta check out.
I'm good because
All right.
I'm thinking about doing second chance, but you know, I'm going to watch more closely for Precious Scars to do its job. Otherwise, why would you want to wear it?
Forces are lashing out from the Cosmodrome, led my disguise.
But I felt like it was a perfect companion for the Lance brother, Graviton Lance. They're gunslingers, the Gun Brothers.
She'll be desperate to prove herself.
I feel like we need another Lance, and what would we name it? We've got Polaris, we've got Graviton. What would be the third Lance brother? Leave a comment down below. I want to know, what would you name it?
Be ready for
That would be like something good. Like we'd have to tweet it to the Bungie folks and say, hey, we want this Lance. Now that, my shield gave us a Void Overshield. But, you know, I might not be getting the final blow on them, so there is that. Switchblade Susie will be coming out. And as if by magic and on cue, she steps forth with her evil vileness. You know those girls don't get a lot of dates on a Friday or a Saturday night. Maybe at, I'm just going to say this, maybe the 3 a.m. last call. You know, if you squint your eyes and stand back 10 feet, you might take them out on a date. The Switchblade Susies. And not because they're horribly unattractive, but their reputation precedes them. We know what they're up to.
They won't appreciate your words either.
Guardian down.
Alright, I'm going to go over here and do a revive. I blocked their damage so that I can revive in safety. You know, that's something that where they are going to take a few pops to get through that big old ice shield. Void Overshield, but I don't see it working really with Graviton Lance. Void Breach cooldown, amplified, pack hunt. There's a gob of them over there. You heard Crimson call it earlier. There's just so many. And again, I've got so many, you know, my armor charge is slowly decaying. I do have double, you know, time dilations on. Void weapon boost. Okay, lots of orbs. That's great because that gives me the ability to get my super back quickly.
Then spoil their plans.
And push harder into the Grandmasters. You know, chat, we've discussed this before. You know, everybody here, we've kind of talked about this. You've heard Crimson and I talk about it. Grandmasters, there just seem to be... See, I wished it would break that. Grandmasters just seem to be a little bit different. I don't know. Now, having said that, I came in here solo today, and they ate me up. They ate me up. It was the Shielded Servitor and everything that she did to make me unsuccessful. She did a lot to make me unsuccessful, and I didn't get through this, but then I did get, somebody in chat said you need to go do the Lost Sector because it's one of the new ones, and we know you were battling, really difficultly. The battle was real the last time you were in there. And that's very true, and it's true again this time because the boss, he one hit me in the face. Who does that? The bosses in Destiny do that. Now, having said that, and here I am boo-hooing about being hit, it's part of the game. It's growing pains. You live, you learn, you grow. And I will say that recently I've given thought to torturing myself with those bosses. I just want to see Melania turn into butterflies. That's all I'm saying. I want to see Melania turn into a butterfly. And I guess that's Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's Elden Ring.
And would I be tormented inside of Elden Ring and probably decide I would not play it? Well, of course. But it's the challenge of it all. It makes you want to play that. Who threw that grenade? Because it was perfection.
Yeah, Ransom, Elden Ring would do you in. I'm
It
sure.
would be hilarious.
Crimson, don't say that. You're supposed to say, "Give it a try, buddy. You could beat
I mean,
it."
you could definitely give it a shot, but it would be
Give it a
hard.
try. You can beat it. You can beat it.
It
But
would
now
be
there
a
is
journey.
a point.
It would be a journey.
There is a point where I just say, "Yikes!" They have sucked the fun right out of this, and that might be Elden Ring for me.
Well, with Elden Ring, what will keep you going is if you really like adrenaline rushes and like
Yeah.
having
Have you
to
played
sweat.
it? Yeah.
Well,
Like, if you like that,
ultimately,
you're golden.
I just want a game to be fun. I want a game to be fun. I want it to be replayable. And if something's not
Very
replayable, then
Yeah.
they failed at making it fun for you. But now fun is objective. What I consider fun and what you consider fun. I will say this. This is a prime example. You've heard me talk about Pong on my 2600 years ago. I could not tolerate it. I could not tolerate it. But having said that, there were definitely kids that sat hours on end and played Pong. So, it's all relative to like what you enjoy. I looked at Pong and I said, my parents thought I was going to play this. I didn't want to play it. Because, Guardians, I had the great outdoors. I had lakes, trails, mountains, streams, fishing. I did go on hunting excursions. I always miss deliberately. I'm a friend of the animals. But I went on them for the fun of it, the camaraderie of it all, to get to say I'd gone out. I have dulled the memory of that time where, I slipped and fell into one of the creeks and it was 5 degrees outside. And I had to be rushed to the hospital once I finally made it home. My legs had lost feeling and I barely could move them. True story. I spent a week in the hospital. I came back home and I said, "Where's my puppy dog? Where's my puppy dog?" And my puppy dog had been outside and things didn't go well. I don't want to say anything else, but that was a rough winter. Now, Guardians, I have found myself in a situation here that's.
If you have a nade, you can just nade off the middle area and then res us.
But I'm going to go with my grenade. It's coming back here just in a moment. And I'm going to go over and save my team. It's a good feeling when you can save your team. And just distract her for a minute. And I did have a super handy just in case. And it's always a good feeling when you're called upon and you rise to the occasion. And like I said earlier, you know, there was at one point lots of ammo. I'll never find another brick because I am in the boss room. Well, I take that back. Some bricks just fell. Take it back. Did she flee? Are you gone, ma'am? Are you gone? Not today, little Mr. Monster. Eat on those cubes. Oh, and they're gone already. Bye!
Revolta's play for power showed the danger
Once she moves down, dare I say it,
path to victory.
the amount of health that she has once she moves to the lower level, she's basically done once she gets down there. I don't even think that's my imagination, is it, Crimson? I think she's just really, like, it. The amount of health, it may look substantial, but it moves really quickly. I think a lot of the bosses inside of Destiny are front-loaded. I think they're front-loaded.
Yeah, no, you are not wrong there. A lot of them are. The first boss in the new raid is very front-loaded too.
Now, I'm going to switch over and do Second Chance just to change something up and have a little bit of fun. Now, all of a sudden, you know, my stats are lopsided. But, you know, I don't have to be as concerned about it right now because I'm running with a super team. And when you run with a really substantial team like this, it's not quite... it's not so important now. You can rewind the digital, and I ran something today, and it was important. But on this, and I do have the correct weapons on, and I do have this Second Chance Guardian improves your shield throw, but this stuns barrier champions, and I gain a second charge to your shield throw melee. I've got double chances here. Now, I found myself in a precarious situation just recently, and that I'm out of exotic ciphers. You know, how does it happen when I had them like piled up all over the place and I lost them, and then I start saying, oh, well, I can, you know, totally masterwork this piece of armor and make it basically artifice armor. And then I used like all of them I had piled up, and I did check that little kiosk on the tower. Check the kiosk on the tower because you could have a lot of really phenomenal things there that you may not even be aware of. But then I went through those. And now I have found myself collecting the exotic cipher quest through Xur. His wheel is not his own.
Yeah, Xur's new update is really nice too, because every like rank reset you get another cipher, and it's not like that hard to like reset them either, so that's probably like the easiest source of them.
I have found Xur to finally be useful to me after years of not being able to use him at all.
Yep.
Guardians, if you have not checked out Xur, check him out. You'll find it's now worth your time and effort. Because strange coins also now they fall like candy, you know, in a bad neighborhood from the back of a van. That's how you get them now. They just fall everywhere. All right, let's get this old guy because he does tend to be a nuisance. Why is he always... If I focus on him, he goes immune. And if I don't look his way, he's, you know, he's over there never immune.
Oh,
Switchblade Susie, I see right through you. She could turn sideways and the wind would blow right by her. But we have her number. We know what she does. We know what you do, ma'am. You destroy our ability to defeat our targets, and nobody likes that. I want a shotgun. I want a season of the shotgun. Will I ever get a shotgun mod where it says shotguns work on everything? Rejoice. Perfect Paradox is coming back. We read the news. We've seen the updates.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, Perfect Paradox, my all-time. Well, I'm not, should I say this? Perfect Paradox was like my all-time favorite weapon. I absolutely just loved it. And I'm joyous upon its return. Will it be as good? That's the question we have to ask ourselves.
It'll be way better, the origin trait.
Will it, Crimson? Will it?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, the origin trait is
if
like built-in
Crimson
Grave
says
Robber.
it's going to be way better, bank on it. You know, buy stock in that, because Crimson is knowledgeable. Crimson, I want to ask you this, and we may have talked about it before. How are you so knowledgeable about all the mods and how the game works? Do you actually spend some time with it, or are you able to like look at it once and you remember that stuff?
Look at it once now. Like when I first came back, definitely I had no clue what was what. But yeah, now I can pretty much just like look at anything and just tell you if it's good or not.
You're gonna know. Labradorite. Guardians, Labradorite is in chat, and if you don't know who Labradorite is, he's an extraordinary Guardian who ran with me today, this very mission, and absolutely just was a blessing to me today. Because I was playing with someone who did not have any of their armor filled out, and it became challenging. And you know, sometimes you get that brand new armor and it is your highest power light level, and you may not want to spend anything on it because you know that you're not going to keep it. You know, you're going to toss it as soon as a better piece comes along. But then in higher end content, you know, you're going to challenge yourself. I hope nobody hit their head on my big ice grenade.
I just went in a circle. A little late.
I want to get our warlock so bad.
I mean, you can switch after this one if you want.
Peeb, how are you, buddy? How are you?
Good. Okay, how are you?
I'm good. I barely can hear Peeb. Peeb, if you've been talking to me, I've not been ignoring you. I'm going to have to check your sound level in my system because you're really low, like you're far away. So far away. Now, there was a time where I think these, when you were running through, these monsters that want to devour humanity, I think they were all, like if you went to rally the flag where we land, those guys were like Grandmaster level. And so they would one hit you when you were trying to get the flag. That's why always on time was so important, because it reduces the amount of damage that you take.
No choice but to defend.
But it seems like they've adjusted that, chat, to where now when you run
That's
through, they're simply not as rotten as they once were.
Yeah, they still like hit you as hard as a GMAD, but you do like a normal amount of damage to them, so they're kind of like glass cannons now. It's kind of fun.
So they still are that powerful? Like those little shanks where we spawn in, they're still...
Yeah, they'll do like a bunch of damage to you, but you do like a normal patrol zone amount of damage back to them now.
Okay.
So it's not like that big of a deal anymore.
So it doesn't really, it doesn't really have the same effect as it once did.
Yeah, exactly. Because it used to suck.
Because I would even jump on always on time and still feel like they one hit me through there.
Yep.
But then, because that still is a public zone. Those places are still public zones. Meaning, Guardians, they're a patrol zone. These little stray popcorns, they just come out of nowhere. And remember, let your gun fluoresce. I'm bad not to have it fluorescing, and I need to have it fluorescing. And I do know that from playing off camera with some Coterie of Arms members doing this the last couple of days, Outbreak Perfected ×3, it seems really good. Really good.
It's very good, yeah.
I wonder what the Grandmaster is going to be tomorrow. Do we know, Crimson?
I can see if it's going in order real quick. I haven't been paying attention. As long as it's not the like Psyops Cosmodrome one, I do not care what it is. Because all the other ones are like really, really good. Like this season's lineup is awesome, except for that one. So.
Google, why are you trying to roast me in here? I feel like you built a fire around me. She always goes in that echo mode, and like I'm up here, she can't see me, and therefore she thinks there's nobody up here, and she puts me in the toaster oven. I am in the studio, Google. I am in the studio. Does that work? No. I have to, say the proper words. The terms have to be said right, or she will not listen to a word you say.
It looks like it'll be Fallen Saber. Wow.
Oh, I like Fallen Saber.
The Amber Alert.
Hey, did my mic pick that up? Yeah, there's tornado warning.
I remember I did Fallen Saber way back in the day when you could get in with the 12-man team.
Yeah, that was fun.
So on the artifact tomorrow, Crimson, we're keeping what we've got, and it just gets added to, correct?
Yeah, it's another row on the bottom. Unfortunately, like it doesn't look like we get any more unlocks, so you have to just like manage the 12 you have a little more now, which kind of sucks.
That is rotten. That's rotten. That's like showing a kid cake for dessert and saying, oh, by the way, because you didn't eat the asparagus, you're not going to get this. You're not going to get this. I thought we would get some more unlocks. I thought we'd be able to, fine tune it even better.
Yeah, I agree. I really wish that was how they're doing it.
Guardian down.
Now the thing about throwing those Guardians, it really pulls you forward. No! Oh my gosh, I lived. It was a Subaru. The sword, the battle axe, whatever, they're calling it right now, it really will just pull you deeper in. You may not want to go deeper in. So I have to be real concerned about it. Initially, it made me just totally not like it. But having said that, those battle axes, you feel like Thor, first off. And then secondly, they really can just chop, your enemies one after another. And it's really a good feeling to be able to chop with those things. And she's moved. She has retreated to the lower level. That's a sign, Guardians, that the end is nigh. The end is nigh.
Navota's play for power showed the danger in Hive logic, but also
God, I am getting just so many exotics.
comes only from the light.
It's really, a surprise how many are dropping.
Return to the tower.
Don't tell us what to do, Savala. You reached your hand into the black goo and you were sucked in. I haven't gotten over that. I have not gotten over that. Someone in chat, this week at some point said, oh, but he's been through so much. Safi and all of that. I know, but he's had, hundreds of years to process that. Hundreds of years. And I just didn't want to see a hero be pulled in like that. Now, ultimately, I know, story progression. We had for him to get the message had to be delivered. But, sometimes I just want to say, Traveler, send a carrier pigeon. Do something. Get in there and you give us the message. Controlling vision, slideways. I don't want to keep it. I don't want to look at that because I might start saying, oh, no, you need to keep it. That's a good one. Different subject totally here, guys, but I am absolutely so excited to think about Deadpool and Wolverine. Am I alone, or is everybody else as excited as I am about that movie? Crimson, what are your thoughts?
I hope it's good. I'm gonna go see it probably next week when it comes out.
I think that those guys, they seem like they're truly have a friendship on and off camera. I like the camaraderie that they have. I like that they bicker together and they still, are fighting side by side through thick and thin. It reminds me of relationships inside of Destiny. Eris Morn, she's battle scarred and war torn. But when it comes down to it, she's got your back. And I want to think that Wolverine and Deadpool are the same way. And I am super excited to see them on screen. I don't even know who the villain is. Who's the villain? It's like, who cares? Deadpool and Wolverine, they can go at it all day long, and I will be excited. Patron of Lost Causes. So, and I think it's rated R. If you're going to go see it, would that deter you? It doesn't deter me, because even though, I do like my live stream to be GPG, I'm not language, like that, where they say some colorful verbiage it doesn't bother me at all. I grew up in the mountains. There's much worse things to be bothered by. I'm bothered by the deer zombie disease. A few curse words doesn't bother me. I thought I'd have more here. Like, where's all the goodies that have been falling? Katie, I feel like you're holding one of my deliveries. Is it COD, cash on demand? And I don't think in the world of Destiny, I don't think anybody uses cash. I've often wondered, we know the fallen are growing corn. Here's that kiosk I was talking about. This is terminal special deliveries. Now, I have 3 Ascendant alloys, but I don't need those right now. And I'm holding on to everything as far as turning stuff in, because I don't think that Bungie Destiny has let this stuff accumulate. Meaning, like, if you're 100 on your season gift bar, the season pass, I don't think that if you are 25 or another 100 beyond it in XP based on your power level, all of those aren't going to all of a sudden fill in. I feel like you're going to have to earn that once that becomes active. So I'm just holding on to all this episode stuff. You see my unclaimed challenges. I'm not going to turn this stuff in. I've got a lot of these to be clicked off, but like some of these, they can make a difference. XP plus. Yeah. That's going to go toward my new seasonal gift bar whenever we get it. That's not going to open up tomorrow, though, I do not believe. Is it, Crimson? The seasonal gift
it
bar?
will. It goes up another 50.
Oh,
then
it will
Act
open
3
up
it'll go
tomorrow.
Another 50. Yeah. So we'll get like the Red Death Catalyst tomorrow, which is insane.
I probably need to use some of those weapons. I have not really played any with Microcosm. I need to use that. And then I haven't really played with some of these weapons. And I know I have to get so many enemies defeated with these weapons, and I just haven't done it. I have not got in there to play with them, and I need to get in there and play with them. This Red Death Reformed, I was just thinking, well, I'll wait till it gets to 2,000 and then I'll pull it out. Probably not the right way to do it. I should pull it out and just start using that thing like crazy.
You want to do one more, Ransom?
Hey, I'm here. I'm in this to win it, and I've only been on like 1 hour and 53 minutes, and I was watching some of those streamers today, 12 hours. But Guardians, I do not have, it in me. I've streamed before for 8 hours, and then when I was trying to get up, you're just like, I can't believe I sat there that long. But people that do, I salute you. I salute you for streaming, having the ability to stay in it and stay focused. Because a lot of those guys are doing just really in-the-game content over and over and over again. We've seen them practicing the solo, that last encounter with the Witness. And, man, oh man, that's rough. That is rough. And to do that for 12 hours, I mean, I think I would have to have good music playing in the background. We have been so unlucky that we're not getting a single public flag out there. There's no rally the flag.
She narrowly escaped a previous Vanguard operation with her life.
How long does Lucky 10P normally stream
She'll be
for?
desperate to prove herself.
Crimson, does he do the 6 and 10 hour type things?
But also reckless.
Depends. Like on a new, like a DLC launch, he's going for probably like 12. Any other day, like probably about 5-ish.
So I feel like 5's a good one. I feel like that is.
Yeah, I
a good
agree.
one. Now, is that just, will he do the 5 just, one time that day? Or will he do something else that day?
Bunch. Yeah, it just kind of depends on what's out, I think, for him. Like if there's not a lot going on, he won't stream for as long. But like, he was doing Pantheon carries like crazy when that was around. So yeah, it's all just kind of like content dependent, I guess.
Yeah, I was talking to chat the other night just for fun, and I want something else to, you know, be introduced that's going to be some of that really fun stuff. You know, and then different title, of course, because we all know that that title, nobody wants that title to be available again. If you earned it, you know that you want that to say, hey, I was there, I did it. But I was a fan of that stuff. You know, Crimson, you guys were gracious enough to invite me into several of those. And I had a good time with it, and I think that they will give us something similar to that.
Yeah, I agree. I hope they do.
I mean,
I
it's
thought
stuff
Pantheon
that's
was great.
basically in the game. You know, those things are in the game. They just grouped them in a different manner. You know, it's like a variety pack, you know, where you get all your favorite chips basically in one thing. I saw a party variety pack not long ago, and it had like Doritos and all kinds of stuff in it. And I'm like, yeah, I think this is going to get my dollars because it's got a lot of stuff in here that I like. And I kind of feel like that's how it was with what we were looking at and doing on those portions of the raids that were refinished, fine-tuned, and brought back to us. I was a-okay with it. I had no problem seeing that stuff, you know, re-envisioned and packaged in a new format. In fact, there are a lot of things that I would like to see revisited. I'm fine with revisiting. A lot of stuff I've missed. Like, give us all of our planets back. I mean, I will take the Infinite Forest with a little bit of a new shine on it.
Yeah. I think with the Witness dead, they should hopefully come back. I would pray.
And you know, with that Crimson, I thought the same thing. I thought like, okay, when we get the Witness, our planets are going to come back.
Yeah, I think that was like the common thought process. Like it would just make sense.
These definitely make my shield throw a lot more
Intense hive
potent.
signatures in a facility.
I've always kind of felt like the Titan
I don't
shield
like this.
throw
It
was,
feels like a trap.
but right now I'm feeling like, hey, you know, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Now, I say that, and whammo, it flew right by him. But look how quickly it comes back. I mean, I threw several of them there, and I've, you know, got 2 3/4 already. Labradorite, thank you so much for that. Labradorite, aren't you part of the team with Shield Maiden? I think so. I think Labradorite, Lab in game. I think I met Labradorite maybe through Shield Maiden's crew. You guys saw Shield Maiden and I play a lot of games just the other day. I got us into a mess. I got Shield Maiden and I into a mess because some of these missions,
Retreat isn't an option for her.
they start and then you get a chest and you think, oh, it's done. But then no, there's 6 more sections to get through.
That energy signature.
So
That's her.
I hope that Shield
That's
Maiden
Navota.
stops back by and says howdy, because it's always been a pleasure to play with Shield Maiden, and her War Table was exceptional. She was a delight. A delight. You know who I look for and I never see, and I think we're just on at different times, is MJ Dash. I just don't think I ever find MJ Dash on at the same time that I'm on, because I would definitely, or when I'm like late night cruising through people that are live streaming, I don't ever see MJ Dash, and I've been wanting to, you know, come in and support him and watch him play.
Yeah, he doesn't stream like too often because of like school and whatnot, but I can pass on the info if you want.
Tell him to come stop by and say howdy, and let us know what he's loving right now and what he's doing. And I would like to follow up because he said something. Now, you know, not many people know this, but you know, if you did listen to his War Table chat, MJ Dash wants to be a pilot. And I just thought that was really fascinating. Because that's about as close as you can get to, you know, kind of a science fiction job, being a pilot and controlling, you know, something that flies. That's, you know, to me, really a revelation that he gave in his chat. And he gave a lot of them. So definitely, if you've never seen that and you're a fan of Low Man, check out his. I want that to pop that shield faster. Check that out from him. Well, it does pop his shield, but does it do it quickly enough? I want it to be as soon as it touches it, it pops it. And you're not really aware of that, Guardians, until you, you know, until you're just sitting with two of them like that, and then you realize, hey, that didn't really pop it to take up an exotic space. For it to take up an exotic space, that thing needs to touch the shield, and, you know, we find impact and breakage. She really, you know, it's left, right, left, right. Oh, Peeb is running Xenotaph, so that's why we're seeing tons of ammunition.
Like,
that grenade is so beautiful. It's mesmerizing. Don't look at it long because you can't take your eyes away from it.
which grenade, Ransom?
It's the prismatic one that kind of like twirls and pulls them in.
Oh, the Warlock one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I used that really. I played on my Warlock for the first time the other day since Prismatic had launched, just trying to get the story missions completed. And luckily I did finish them all on my Warlock.
Nice.
But it was just a phenomenal looking grenade. I was really...
Yeah, it is.
I was really in... Now see, I start paying the game comments, and what do I get? An ogre blast, you know, straight to my face. But I liked it, Crimson. I liked it a lot. I thought it was beautiful the way it worked. And I had really been a fan of the one that the Hunter throws.
I think the one's the weakest. It's okay, but because of the like functionality, it's just hard to like
Land
do
it
much with
correctly.
it. like, I don't really understand the point of it because it's kind of like single target. Like, it doesn't really, like, the other ones are so, like, ad clear heavy, which I feel like they should be. That the, like, single target nature of the hunter one throws me off. Like, you can, like, I guess lock down spawns with it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little more PvP oriented, I feel.
Well,
So I'm hoping we
I
see more
love how
nades.
it eventually turns. I think solar is its last phase.
Visually, it's incredible looking. Yeah, I love the look of that.
Yeah, the vortex, the whole deal, just it looks good. That's one thing. The person who worked on Prismatic, you need a raise because Prismatic is absolutely beautiful. Look at it, Guardians. Look at that. I think there's a new Twister movie coming out, and wow, that definitely has that look going on.
Excellent work. Return to the tower.
Crimson, you're still rocking the look. It's going to be hard for you to top that. Have you looked at anything that you're thinking about trying a new look, or what are your thoughts?
And this was it. This was the new one for me, I think.
I
That'll
don't
probably
know
stay
that
this for a
you're
little
going to be able to top that. I really don't. It's just too
Yeah.
good looking. Too good looking.
Thank you.
Guardians, when you get a look like that you absolutely love, and it takes your favorite color shader or your colors the absolute best, you don't want to give it up. You just don't want to give it up. Crimson, what do you guys want to run another one, or are you guys finished for the evening with those?
I probably can't.
All right.
So
I appreciate you guys inviting
Yeah.
me tonight and getting to run those. Peeb, did you get something good? I hope Peeb got something good. Peeb, I was not ignoring you, and I want you to come back and hang out with me. I've played with Peeb before, though. I think we've done several things together. Let's take one last look at Peeb. You know, he was running Xenotaph, which the runway, I like it because it is so team-oriented. But will they ever get an ornament that's going to replace the bulk of this look? I don't think they will. You know, it's like Precious Scars. I'm wearing the ornament and it's just as bad as the original. And I think Xenotaph is such a standout design-wise. Who came up with this? Who came up with it? It's like one half of a pyramid. Incisor, Indebted Kindness, Galahorn, which, you know, I've run a lot this season. There was a time where I kind of fell away from Galahorn, but I ended up just saying, you know what? Galahorn feels to me absolutely fantastic, and I still love it. You see Crimson here with Celestial Nighthawk on a 100 on Resilience, 101 on Discipline, using the Steel Hunt, and I bet this Steel Hunt is what popped that Hive Knight that was a barrier up on the catwalk just before the boss room. I would think that Crimson got a hit on that every single time. Is that what you were using to take him down with, Crimson, this Steel Hunt?
yeah, that and the like not hit.
Yeah, it worked. It was exceptional. And the call, what's not to love? This is led from gold and Dealer's Choice. And of course, Dealer's Choice is an artifact selection. I like the call, and I do have a bespoke one. I don't know if I, made it. I think mine's just like Crimson's, but you can make it again, Guardians. Make as many as you want till you find one that fits you. Peeb, Crimson, thank you for hanging out. And come back and hang out with me again. It's always a joy to see you guys.
Yeah. Have a good one, Ransom.
Thank you. Guys, that was Crimson and Peeb, and we know that they are exceptional Guardians, friendly. Always a pleasure to be around and to hang out with. A lot of fun. Now, what I want to go to the tower and just see, because I did get every run offered an exotic. Every run offered an exotic. And these Uzumis, I've had a lot of them. Like you can see all the 1997s because I've absorbed a lot of them here. I don't know that I will keep the one that is supposed to be a god roll, and by god roll, chat, we just mean a weapon that does the maximum amount of damage in any given category where it's useful. So what if a weapon does maximum damage and it won't penetrate a barrier? But a weapon is a god roll if you're using it and utilizing the maximum amount of damage that it can do. And there's a lot of times where I haven't gone in and, I had a god roll, but haven't used it to its full potential, because you might need a buff. You might need some type of combo action. You've heard me say before that I like weapons that are point and shoot. I want them to do what they're supposed to do, for me just to point and shoot them. Let's get rid of this. Pick that up. This is a 66, but I think I have one of these at 92. And I think my chest piece is already, higher than that, 1996. I'm thinking probably I should take something up. And I know that I have more. I do have more artifice armor pieces inside my vault. I have a lot of artifice armor for my warlock. So I probably need to, use them and get in there and make a selection and try to use something that's going to be really good and work for me. Now, I'm back here to a setup that I really like. I need to get this strength back up. Do I have anything here where I could get my strength back up? I've messed with something. I have messed with something, and now I'm wondering what it is. Is it this? I probably could take that out. I don't know. What was it here? I've messed with something. Because I have to have 3 available there. I do have to have 3. Where is it? Where is it? I think I even saved this build, though, somewhere. This is Artifice Armor. It was this recovery, probably. +3, and this was a +10, so this would be it. And that would give me my 3, the triple 100s back, and hazardous propulsion. I'm an absolute fan of hazardous propulsion. Katie, what else do you have for me? A Heart of the Inmost Light, Discord, Golden Tricorn, Lead from Gold, Precision Instrument, Discord Deconstruct. But now these really, you have to look at them more closely, because they could roll with something, Lead from Gold. They could roll with something, where you have to inspect it and look at it to see if you are going to like it. You might delete one that you loved. I want to look at that. Uzumi. Has it always been this good looking? Is this one of the best looking sniper rifles? Let's look at a color shader on this thing. Why is that not taking? I need you to take the color shader. Wow. I do like that on it. Now I know I can L3. Hide menu. And there's something around here. I hide the menu on. There it is. Guardians.
That's pretty.
This is good looking. All of a sudden, you know, the better you look, the better you do. It's the mantra that we live by. Is this gun all of a sudden, has it caught my attention? Yes. Indeed, it has caught my attention. I just like a good looking gun. That's what I'm going to say. I like a good looking gun, and that was really good looking. So I have several of those at 1997. I probably could vault those, send them over to my hunter, my warlock. And then I have these, of course. I am a fan of Clown Cartridge. Reloading this weapon randomly overfills it from reserves, snapshot sights, golden tricorn. You know, I like the one that I know is definitely the God roll that's in the vault. Now, I like this look. I'm a fan of this look. But the Guardians, I did not complete the Lost Sector, and they were guilty as charged. I was the jury, the judge, and I was going to be the executioner on the whole deal in that Lost Sector. Those alien monsters were going to be sent with a one-way ticket to home. I was going to give them a to-go box. I made it to the boss, but I will have to go back maybe tomorrow morning before reset and try it again. But thank you guys, and thank you to Peeb and to Crimson for hanging out with me, and for each and every one of you inside the live stream. I appreciate you. Let's share this journey together, because maybe at the end of the journey, you and I will be friends, and we will get to have more fun. And I always think that's a good thing. So friendship here, the ultimate goal, gaming, yeah, you can stand alone and stand as a god of Destiny, but you can stand with friends, and believe me, you're going to have a much better time. Guardians, I've been to Michelin-starred restaurants. I've had fantastic meals. But what I would like to say is I'd rather be at the local dive joint and be with friends than be sitting alone at a 5-star or Michelin-starred restaurant by myself, alone. No. Dive bar with friends, yes. And that's what you and I hopefully will be at the end of these missions. I'm Ransom Rider. That is my favorite game, Destiny 2. Bye. Bye. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye.